Oi, Daddy's home, mate. You better stay locked into this episode or I'll box ya. Welcome. I can't do that. Let's roll the fucking.
Cinestro called the cast. It's your weekly gold mine. Stay tuned in. Stay tuned in. They got the beats, got those comic spins. I stay tuned in. Stay
And welcome back to another episode of Cinestro Course. Your boys talking about the boys, Invincible, and some other cool shit. But before we do that, you know the rules. We gotta talk about the news. On the news docket today, yes,
there's only one big thing today, right?
It got morphed into an actual topic, so there really isn't anything on the news today. Not this week. Not much has happened, or if anything has really happened, we haven't paid attention to it. So
it's probably been overshadowed by like the 30,000 horrible world events going on right now.
Yeah,
whatever could you possibly be referring to?
That is true. America's great.
Big ass elephant
bad happening.
Elephant.
The big ass elephant. And which party uses the elephant for their symbol? Notice.
Hashtag noticing. Hashtag noticing.
They're not dialed in like me. They're not dialed in like me.
Your observations. Yes.
Yeah, we are noticing.
Hey,
we are noticing.
Speaking of being dialed in, let's talk about how dialed in the boys is with this premiere. Getting back to the form.
Wait,
are we back to form?
The news.
There wasn't anything.
Yeah, I mentioned it.
The news got more.
Remember?
No, I said it got turned into a topic, so we're going to talk about it as a topic.
I bet.
Yeah,
because he's not paying attention. He's not reading the script.
I know.
He's playing rematch.
I'm not playing rematch.
Speaking of
he's playing FIFA, even worse.
Boys has come to a final chapter, a closing swan song, as it were. Eric Kripke thought he was going to be able to milk 8 seasons out of this, and now realizing that he's only got 5 is really fucking rushing this shit.
Is this officially the last season?
This is officially the last season. We get until we get the boys Mexico or whatever the fuck else we're getting.
And then Bot Rising, the boys China, and the boys Africa.
Now while Trump is in power, we're not getting to the boys China.
The boys Beijing.
The boys Russia.
But
the boys Tel Aviv. I beat you.
We're currently at a point where the boys, they dropped 2 episodes. The first episode is about what was it? Was it like an hour, 20 minutes long?
That's like an hour and some change.
Hour
like
some change.
61, 63 minutes.
Yeah, a lot is happening in this season compared to the past season. This episode was a fucking absolute breakneck speed of whiplash. You had the boys when
that shit was like
were all captured by
Jimmy John's
the camps. Yeah,
or that big ass sandwich, the gargantuan, stuffed. That's what this episode was. Stuffed.
It does feel like a lot, and as much as like there's like complaints that people have had, even us in the past, of like the boys takes too long to get anywhere. I understand that they need to wrap things up, but I'm of the belief that because the past 2 seasons have dragged so long, that this breakneck pace we moved at, pun intended, for these 2 episodes has been just like, it's been a bit much. It's been a lot. It feels abrupt. It doesn't feel earned. Plus, there's
I would say somebody. I watched season 1 of Gen V and was mildly disappointed by it. I've watched every season of The Boys, and I thought I was getting diminishing returns. So I was like not excited for this season. I wasn't looking forward to what season 5 was going to be. I skipped Gen V season 2 after that first episode. I said, this is dog shit. I'm not watching it. I'm kind of over the whole Kripke, The Boys universe. Kripkeverse, exactly. The whole project. I'm just kind of over it. So that being said, coming back to season 5, you'd be like, okay, it's the last season. We'll see what they're going to do, how they're going to wrap things up. I was mildly amused by the fact that it feels like, at least from a storytelling perspective, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that you're saying the last 2 seasons seem kind of long, towards the end. That I really felt like these 2 episodes, I was like, okay, here we go. Shit is happening. Shit is we're getting to it. And I know that a lot of that has to do with the fact that they had to condense the 3 seasons into one, essentially, because like you know, Gerardo had said in the group chat, and you said at the top of the episode that he thought he had more. He thought he was going to have eight seasons.
I thought we had more time.
Exactly, and now it turns out we had more time. But I think that's good for the show. Maybe not overall from a story perspective, but I think just the fact that it's like you have 1 season, get what you got to get out. Fuck it, fuck all this filler.
No
shit.
longer overstaying its welcome.
We're not overstaying our welcome. Just kill who you got to kill, do what you got to do, and then just kind of get it over with. I think that worked. At least so far, we've only seen 2 episodes. So far, is working to the benefit of the show and into the creators and stuff. Because I don't know if I could have done another 3 seasons of this.
Somehow Homelander escaped. Like it's just
somehow the boys didn't get lasered.
Yeah.
We just saw in episode 1 how fast this man could have finished this whole fucking fight, but he just doesn't.
Yeah,
he's toying with this food type shit, and like, Gerardo, you did bring up a good point. I've been thinking about it all day. They did put them on one freedom camp, and they did make this all like. Why didn't he just blow them away right there? He's got all 3 of them there. Why is he? I know they're. Oh, we're trying to draw out Starlight. Oh, we're trying to catch Butcher. Blah blah blah. What the fuck else? Whatever. You know. It feels like a. And yes, it's
plot
a
armor.
It's a valid nitpick. Yeah, it's plot armor. Huey fell from the fucking sky, and I was like, this nigga dead. This nigga dead as hell. He's about to fucking die. And then fucking Starlight came out of nowhere. I got you.
Yeah,
I know. How did you find him?
Well, how did you know where they were?
That's script.
I will say this. I think Kripke and this show in particular have really struggled with a lot with that before, right? And I think this season is no different, right? I do something like, okay, here we go. Like, whatever. Like, how are they still alive? Homelander, just end this shit. Call it a fucking day. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? But I will say that I really like, and I think these are 2 of the strongest actors in the show, and I think this is why, and I think Kripke noticed that, and that's why he kind of made this pivot. But I think this has turned into the Carl Urban, Anthony Starr show, hands down, bar none. That's exactly what it is. And we've been new this. I told you guys I think Carl Urban is way too good for this show. I think he cares, you know. But that scene, especially in episode 2. Between and even in episode, which is the one where they escape the camp, episode 2, right?
Episode 1. Episode 2.
Oh, no, you're right. 1.
Yeah, because 1 is an hour long.
2
A
is
lot
Team
happens
Kicks.
in 1.
You're right. Yeah, so that scene between Butcher and Homelander when they're in the camp and they're talking, I'm just like, man, these 2 guys. I was like, they're those characters, that their relationship, their dynamic, they're kind of cat and mouse. They're kind of like, I exist to kind of because of you and in spite of you.
Unstoppable force and immovable object.
Exactly. Like that. And now that Butcher has the the
cancer tentacles,
the sauce in his like I think I just that elevates the relationship so much more, and I think that really works. But it's so strong and it's so good that everything else around it is not up to par. And that's
even it's also because like over the series, right? We've seen like I think since season 3 when they're in the sewer, they had that whole conversation about scorched earth, like come hell or high water. Even if everyone else dies, one of them is going to be left standing. Or neither of them. Like it's whatever, right? And it's almost I don't want to say Greek tragedy because that's giving Kripke too much credit, but it's almost poetic in the fact that his desire is to not only destroy Homelander, but Supes as a whole. And in order to beat them, he had to become the very thing he sought to destroy. I like that. That's a good little punctuation on him, right? And he's become so far removed, shedding off all of his humanity. But I think even the moment before he really gave in to the V, right? I think the moment that he lost Ryan on his side, right, when Ryan broke Mallory's neck and he fully like snapped and he ripped Newman in half, right?
Yeah.
He still, even after taking the V, right, even when he became a Supe, that was the moment I feel like he truly lost his humanity in a sense, and you can really start to see that in the evolution of his character, and I'm really liking that. And I also like how they progressed a lot of other people. For instance, they finally let Karen Fukuhara fucking speak. Thank God.
Praise God.
I don't like that.
I honestly, I kind of like her being able to talk because I like her voice. It's very nice and it's very sweet. And I think that there's a lot more that she can do because I'm going to be honest, if they were doing this for 8 seasons, they would have had her talking like the last 4 episodes of season 8. But they're finally like, listen, things are progressing, things are getting forward. And we've already had her in speech therapy and we had her screaming no at the end of last season. Right. So she clearly can communicate. She can talk.
This
so
is why
that progression.
This is another reason why
up there.
Why I think that the Rush season, or come to the conclusion, I think is so beneficial because we're finally getting these characters to have arcs and progression, which we knew was coming, but they were going to put off for another 3 seasons, which would have seemed like a really long time. Like the Frenchie Kimiko thing,
incredibly tedious.
Thank fuck. About time. We knew it was happening. Good. Okay, that's happening. But I also think I really
should have been me, but
it should have been me. Yeah, exactly, Kimiko. But it should have been. But what I also really like I don't like Huey, but I like his dynamic and his relationship with all the other members of the boys. I think he's stupid, and him being just so kind of like positive about everything, and so just kind of like, no, but there is good in everybody, and we can't kill her, and whatever. I think it's kind of annoying, that little shtick. But I like how he's constantly at odds with even the members of his team. Right, against Butcher, obviously, but even against
kind of the moral compass,
even against Frenchie, who's like, I'm just doing this. I'm playing along so I can save you, Kimiko. And he's actually, there's no way I can save you. We just need to run away together, right? And even against even in his relationship with Starlight and how they're kind of like at odds, not emotionally but morally, you know. And so I think that those relationships have become much more interesting because I think they're feeling pretty monotonous and pretty boring, right? So the fact that Kripke's like, all right, fuck it, we got 1 season, let's do this shit. Let's put everybody at odds, change up the dynamic a little bit. Let's make this a little bit more interesting. And I like that because their relationships are much more complicated going into this season. So now it makes me more invested in where these characters are going to end up, right? Because I don't know what's going to happen between Huey and Huey and Butcher.
Right.
Or Butcher and Homelander, like what's where are all these dynamics and all these relationships going to go? I think that's really cool.
And speaking of dynamics, I really like how I feel like one of the characters that's had like at least the most subtle, but like the most sensible progression outside of like the Homelander Butcher duo, I would say is MM. I really think that he's had quite a good progression into coming towards Zone because he hasn't really had much to go. It is mostly like work drama with his family, but he's got that all pretty much sorted. Now he's just like, I just need to get this done and over with. And I feel that because it's probably how Kripke feels.
I think MM as a character,
it's probably one of the weaker points of it.
He's kind of done with this show.
Yeah.
He is a weaker point to me because he started off strong as hell, especially when they were trying to get what's his bucket, Soldier Boy out of Russia. That sequence where he's running through the buildings like Rocky 5, motherfucker. I was like, this nigga crazy as hell. I love it. My type of guy. And it feels like obviously there's a big ass elephant in the room. They've been in a concentration camp for a year, but I feel like he would. I don't know. I need to read the comics too to see more about MM as a character, but I feel like he would still hold out that like. Hey, okay,
he's not really even a character in the comics because he's a black character written by Garth Ennis.
Nah,
he's just big black man.
He's just a guy. Yeah, he's just a large. He's just
Terry
Crews,
basically. Easy roll. No, I feel like they should make him still. I feel like versus Huey, he should be the one that's like keeping the boys together. Butcher straight up said that the boys are nothing without you. We need you to keep the boys together. Look after the boys for me while I'm gone. Blah blah blah. Like
fuck all that boring shit. Kill them all. I want them dead. I want some stakes.
And I think that's why MM's character is so boring to me because it's like, okay, Huey's the kind of like the quote unquote moral compass of the show and of the team, whatever, right? And he's got a relationship with Starlight, so that makes him gives him more layers. Frenchie, as boring as he fucking is, unfortunately, is tied to right, which makes his.
He keeps saying Moncur every
his
3 seconds.
And gives his relationship and his dynamic more layers. And then Butcher's Butcher. And what does MM have? Now that you stripped him of his family and being the family man, the guy who's got shit going on at home.
He drinks now, Luis. He drinks now.
He's regressed. He has regressed to me. He has regressed to me.
Come on, dude.
His
watch the show.
And and he can't be the moral compass that y'all were saying because that's already Huey, right? So it's like
he should be the heart of the team.
But what else can he do? Exactly, he can't be that because then you have characters
I
that are
also
too similar to one another.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and then you also have Starlight, who I think is a big symptom of the MCUification of the boys and trying to stretch it in like spin-offs and different areas to
She's in
expand the
everything.
IP. Because like
Yeah.
not even
They're
just
trying to make her
that,
Iron
it's the
Man.
She's the
fact
Nick
that,
Fury,
like,
dog.
all of it is
Bro,
don't
we're on the
ever
same
in your
page.
life call her the Nick Fury of the boys. Bro. That's so
What do you
gross.
mean?
Ridiculous.
She's literally managing the teams of the rebels.
She's
What are you
managing.
talking
Yeah, she's
about?
managing. She's in charge of Marie's Gen V team.
Really?
And
Yeah.
she's doing
But
some
the
shit in
thing-
fucking
the
San
thing is-
Diego, wherever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like the Gen V went through such a tumultuous production due
It is
to the death of one of its cast members, right?
Yeah.
And then also the Amazon curse of forgetting how to write a show for a season after your first good one. So it just had a lot going
Was it
for it
good,
that
though?
didn't
Decent
keep my
one.
interest.
It was
Thank
fun.
you.
It's decent. It's decent. I liked seeing another side of the whole Vought machine and how they like indoctrinate youth and everything. I liked seeing that. That was interesting to me, right?
Yeah.
But it was it wasn't super deep, but it was shallow enough for me to get my feet wet, within the scope of what they were trying to do, right? And then the second season comes along and it feels like a worse version of Wakanda Forever, where they're just having a conversation about a nigga who's not in the room. I don't care for the entirety of the second season because they had to scramble to replace an actor and replace their storyline. It feels so much like they just started writing an entirely different show, and so I dropped it, right? And Starlight probably had all this character progression in that show. Am I going to go and watch it? No.
She
Did
didn't.
other
She
people
did not.
probably watch
I
it? I
watched it.
guarantee a lot of people did it.
Starlight,
Right?
Easy. Starlight was in there for what, maybe 2 episodes. And she shows up when they're like breaking in to get what's her name? No, they were getting Godolkin, and somewhere along the way,
SpongeBob.
Starlight shows up, and I was like, "What the
Yeah,
fuck
SpongeBob.
is this?" I said, "Bro, this is Gen V. I know it's in the Votiverse, the Vought universe or whatever the fuck, VCU.
VCU.
But I don't
The
want to see the
VCU.
boys' characters show up. I don't want to see."
This is, I think, a good kind of like, I'll piggyback off what you're saying. Something I was going to mention, but I was looking for the right time to talk about it. Was, look, I'm a hypocrite, and I'll admit that straight up. I love when the MCU does cameo, when the MCU does cameos and mentions stuff that I know and that I've seen and I've read. I did not see season 2 of Gen V. In the first 2 episodes, they made so many references to Godolkin and season 2 of Gen V. It pissed me off. I'm sorry.
It's like you need to watch this. I'm like,
yeah, you need it exactly. It's like, what the fuck?
It's
In
the
the
same
MCU,
reason why
it's usually a fun nod, and they're like, "Hey, if you watch this, that's cool."
And
whereas in Gen,
and even yeah,
in the boys, whereas in the boys,
fuck
what
me.
had
No,
I
fuck me. It's
it
fun.
feels like homework.
let him speak. Let him talk.
Please.
Go for it.
Whereas in the boys, it's like, if you didn't see this, you don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know who they're talking about, and it's kind of a major part of the overarching story now.
Like
It's
the
not
like the
like-
Whether
sister
we like it or
Shayna.
not.
Like I had no idea. I didn't watch season 2. I had no idea she was fucking on Godolkin. I'm sure
Yeah.
it doesn't
I didn't know that
matter,
either.
Yeah.
and ultimately
No.
adds absolutely nothing to the plot of that character. But it's like, I was like, oh, okay, sure, I get. I get
You're
you.
like, what is this ad?
Universes together,
What is this
but
ad?
What is this ad? Yeah,
They
nothing.
also keep mentioning all this stuff about Starlight being sad because she's like, I can manage these rebel groups, but now they're not going to need these clothes anymore because my friends are dead.
Rebel
Why
groups
always
we've
me?
never fucking
Hibbity
seen.
bobbity bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum, 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 bum. I understand, like,
Doing
we
the
don't
smallest
have
violin shit.
enough seasons.
I hate it.
And you know what it feels like, actually, now that I'm realizing it, I'm so certain the boys knew they were only going to get to 5 seasons, right? When they were making Gen V season 2 around that time, right? So what I'm thinking happened is something similar to what is it? Mandalorian. How the like a part of Boba Fett just becomes a season of the Mandalorian.
Oh,
Yeah,
To get
I
that
see
character
what you're
progression.
saying.
It's that. They're trying to shoehorn it. And I,
the
for
best
one, am not going to fucking
episodes
stand
of
for it.
Boba
Because
Fett.
Yeah, because everything else
that's
is
my
dog
take.
shit.
It's trying to be
Like a
something that it's
panda.
not. Right? Like,
Yeah.
I can put on a Lakers jersey, but I'm not LeBron fucking James because I hold a basketball. Like, it's not the same.
You'd
Maybe
be
you're not.
more
It's-
bald
it
and
feels-
6 like
It feels
10.
like I'm getting a lesser product, right? Because with the boys, it's
Yeah.
already diminishing returns, right? So then you stretch it to another IP, which is already a lesser
Stretch.
version, it's already watered down. You've watered down your water, essentially.
Mhm.
It's just putting a hat on a hat of uselessness that nobody gives a fuck about. And I think with Starlight's whole plight of like the rebels and everything, I don't see it. We didn't get shown it. I think it needs to stop being fucking talked about. We got 2 episodes deep, the first one being an hour and 10 minutes, and then when we got to the second episode, which is 50 minutes, she's still like, I'm sad because of my rebellion.
Not talk about it because she's like the visual, like the literal, like she's the antithesis to what Homelander and Vought are. They're doing a poor job.
Aren't the boys the antithesis?
But
how does it have two
antitheses?
But but that's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. They're doing a poor thing at communicating it because all they're just telling us. We don't see any of this, right? We don't see the struggle of the rebels. We don't see her organizing and doing all this shit. Like we don't see her kind of like her boots on the ground shit. We're just told, oh, Starlight and the Starlighters and this group, and it's just like, okay, and what else? Can you make her more interesting or interesting at all, other than just like what we're being told that we need to know about her, right, or feel about her?
Yeah,
and it's just
exactly.
So I agree with you, but they're gonna run that shit into the ground. They're gonna run that whole Starlight and the Starlighters and like until the very end. Like, yeah, she's like basically like, yeah. So I don't know. I get it. It's like I want more from that and from that fun from her. But they're too deep to get rid of that now.
I'm gonna be honest. If episode 3 has like, I don't know, a flashback or something, I'll fucking take that. But if they show a flashback, I don't want to hear shit about it past that. I know we're probably going to, and I'm giving them too much credit, but holy fuck, it's just getting insufferable. I do like a lot of what happened though with this breakneck pace we're moving at. I like how it shows that Butcher is still a piece of shit. And I like piece of shit.
He's worse, bro. He's worse.
He's not bad. He's right.
Look, if there's anyone morally who I'm more upset with in this entire show, it is Huey. Because Huey grew a beard, and I thought that came with a spine and a pair of balls, but I was incorrect because he's still talking about there's good people, guys. There's good people. They tried to drop.
Huey is a reflection of liberal America. And I'm saying this because I'm watching Twitter right now, and people are like, we should extend the olive branches to fascists. We should reach across the aisle of fascists. Suck my dick.
They're like, I know what us all is if we dress like frogs and dance.
Barrel can reach across the aisle. I'm not doing
so,
that.
Yeah, never. I'm not gonna say that.
Anyway, the only thing, I agree. I don't think Billy.
This H&K gonna reach across the aisle, bitch.
I don't think Butcher's wrong. I think he's right. I think they're under. I hate Starlight's reasoning for being like, I agree with him because she feels guilty about all the people that have died under her watch.
Herself.
Whatever, that's fine. Exactly. The only time I was ever like, I don't think this is a good idea is when Kimiko was like, why do you get to decide whether I get to live or die? That was the only time I was like, okay, yeah,
because it's coming from a likable person, right?
Exactly.
But the thing is, we've already been
who doesn't hate themselves.
We've already been introduced to like how the Vought suit machine is very corrupt, like horrendously. Like there's not a redeeming quality. There's like maybe 5 or 6 good people. Right, even on like the Godolkin campus, right? Those are like fucking teenagers or like young people, right? And we saw the horrible shit they were willing to already do just because they had superpowers and they were quote unquote better than people. I say kill the bastards. I'm gonna sound like fucking what is his name? Like the fucking Purifiers. I'm gonna sound like that fucking Red Striker. But goddamn it, like kill him. I'm sorry, get rid of him.
Easy trash.
Human supremacy.
Annie said it's only 70,000
friends of humanity.
Annie said it's only 70,000 for 8 billion. You know, like it's a small price to pay. And I was like,
I'll swipe my card as many times as that.
It's a numbers game.
I'll take the deal.
That's the thing though. That's the whole moral like there's how many soups are actually good? How many of those are worth keeping around to stop the bad ones?
None.
A-Train. May Reggie rest in peace, my boy.
Good,
he turned around. He turned around. I think he did. I think we got a good development for him. Damn. God damn. Jesus Christ. No, he had a good character like growth, and then he's dead. He's fucking gone. The minute he becomes an actual hero, he gets fucking his neck shish kebab.
One of the bad things about having a season that's so condensed. Maybe if we had more seasons, we would have been able to see more of him as a hero and enjoyed that arc more. You know, but so
I feel
pros and
like
cons, right?
like there was. I feel like it's like a shitty wing meal. You know, like it's not a lot of meat on the bone, but it was enough for A Train, and I feel like his arc was kind of coming to an end. You know, I would prefer that when what they had with him reconciling with his brother and them talking about how they've been on the run for a couple of years, but he's like, "You've been doing your best," and I see that now, and I liked that growth and everything. Compared to like MM, who is just like an alcoholic, like there's nothing there. I prefer that much more. That they let him at least go out with a swan
Wait, he's
song.
skinny now.
Also,
He's an alcoholic and he's skinny. That's a
which is crazy because like if you're drinking,
don't
you shouldn't. Exactly. Thank you. I'm drinking right now. I'm not skinny.
But
damn, I'm doing something wrong.
But
what's he drinking?
Ozempic. That's what he's drinking.
Damn.
Adrenochrome.
Egos, Matt.
Whoa.
Put in my Milagro.
Oh, I
Milagro
just before we move on.
But I do.
Sorry, go easy.
But
go easy.
but I do like it better that he also had what I would say is one of my favorite character deaths in the show so far. Because I really do like the fact that with his last breath after living under Homelander's fucking boot,
shitting on Homelander,
where he was made to like beat people to death with a bat type shit that were just like Homelander supporters, like just normal civilians, and he was able to do all this fucked up shit. He went out calling him a bitch ass nigga, and I commend that. He died with a smile on his face, and I loved that. That was probably one of the most painful things that Homelander had happen to him this season so far, and I loved that. And the last thing I'm gonna say, because I've had this as a theory, that's Noir. That's real Noir. He's back. My goat is back.
What do you mean?
No, they're not doing that. They're not doing that.
Nah.
No.
The ship is sailed.
I don't mean the one from the clone, like the clone version or whatever.
The first one. The first version.
The first Noir, right? Because think about it. We saw Stormfront get lasered in half and she's not as strong as Homelander. Fucking Superboy survives the virus, right? We've seen plenty of more powerful suits take way worse things. Noir took a punch to the stomach.
Oh.
That nigga's alive as hell.
He tore his organs out. I don't know.
Yeah, he kind of he conquested his shit.
And the only other the other reason why I think that it's him is because of the way that his body language is, not just because he's not talking, but even like while during A-Train's funeral, right? The way he sits down, I might be reaching, but the way he sits down looks like he's got like some kind of abdominal pain, because instead of sitting down just like normal, like everybody else does, he goes like this.
I mean,
like very slowly.
The
entire last season, he was asking questions. He was like, "How do I get more into character?" Blah 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 blah. And now we've had a time jump. I literally just think it's the same.
Yeah, there is also a theory that was floated by one of my friends that the reason we haven't seen Ryan is because he's aged up in this time, and that's him in the Noir suit. And I'm like, I don't think that's.
It's been a year. It's been a year.
I don't think so.
Not
that's
5.
what I'm saying.
But also,
they have been between the seasons.
They've also been very obvious. They're like, what's his face? Fucking Chase Crawford has been like, hey, man, he's been really into character lately. Like, he's been really met. Oh, yeah, Stedla Adler. Like, they're mentioning it a lot. And I think to kind of get you thinking about that and kind of plant some seeds of doubt in your head about, is that Noir? What Noir is this? Because we don't know what's going on. And he's mentioned it multiple times already. So it's like, okay, there's something there. So you might be on to something, because they wouldn't be giving you that information at one point. Can we mention David Diggs real quick?
I was about to say that. Let's talk about the supporting characters. We'll start with David Diggs, Big Daddy Diggs, bro. Oh my God, All Father.
Big Daddy, he's digging in me.
He's
digging in me. Big Daddy digging in me.
Oh no. Nah, he is. It's so crazy. Like, I saw he was attached to the show, and I didn't know what character he was gonna play, because like I was like, whatever he plays, I know he's gonna do good. He shows up and was like, oh shit. I looked up O Father real quick. First of all, this is crazy as hell. O Father's a pedophile, which is like not too far off for
not far from real life.
From real life. I was like, so it's not really like is this parody anymore, or is this just becoming like realistic? I don't know.
It's a mockumentary.
Yeah.
But David Diggs just carries so much gravitas into whatever he does. I'm fucking with this character already. He's not. I don't think he's a pedophile in this.
He, 1,000% he is.
I hope not.
Why not? He's not a good guy.
David Diggs.
You think he's a good guy in this show?
Bro, Bullseye throw forks in niggas' heads. You think I don't fuck with Wilson Bethel?
But every soup in Gen
I'm
V
fucking
is like,
with that.
Not a good person, like not a good guy.
That's that's the point.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way he's not a pedophile. I agree, but I think that's the genius of the casting, right? You get an actor as charismatic and as wonderful as David Diggs, and you put him in a role where he has to play he has to use that charisma to kind of be like a worship leader, like a preacher, pastor,
like a Jim Jones type guy.
But, exactly. But also, whenever that shit comes out, whenever you find out that he is a diddler, right? Like, David. Like that's kind of like the point of that's how genius this casting is. But no, he's 1,000%. Yeah, he's 1,000% on his. I was gonna say a name, but let me not incriminate.
No, yeah, don't get a nasty ass email from
he's on his Catholic shit. We'll say
there you go. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be on his shit. But yeah, David Diggs is great. What other supporting cast?
I would like to also shout out. He's so fucking stupid. The Deep. He's so dumb, but I think he's playing he's playing the right wing esque fanboy. Follows every word of Homeland. Yeah, like the he's like the Nick Fuentes.
Red pill. He's red pill.
There's something about
like, I feel
Crawford
like he's a nice guy in real life.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like he's like super chill. Like he doesn't fuck with any of that shit. I could be completely wrong. I hope I'm not.
Chance?
But
the actor?
Yeah. Is he chill?
I think so.
Does he fuck with black men?
Does he seem cool?
He seems okay.
I also really like
get to the money.
I like how Chance is good at playing like somewhat of the comedic relief in this show, but it doesn't feel too ham-fisted when he does it. Like the two standout moments for me comedically were when he pisses himself while talking to Homelander.
I went swimming,
and you see the steam coming off his crotch. He's like, "I went swimming. It's not what you think it is. I'm gonna go. Bye." And he just leaves. So and then the other one that I really like is when he's doing that commercial. And it slowly zooms out, and he's got the Peridium fucking suntanner for his taint.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was funny as fuck.
That's a character who I think also like is kind of going nowhere. Right? He's just kind of like there, but I think they use him very effectively. I think he's good for I think he's funny. I think he's effective, and I think like those bits work. So I'm less bothered about it, but I mean, I think the same criticism stands. Like, what are we doing with him? Like, what's his thing? What does he want?
Right.
Where is he going? Like, what is he? Like, what's his arc? Right? It feels like they didn't forget about him, but he just kind of got pushed off to the back burner. They're like,
he's shelved.
Exactly, he's been shelved, and so that's a little frustrating because when you want to build a world and populate them with real people. Right, you can't just forget about somebody who's in the show like that, and pretty, significantly. He's in 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes a season. So it's like you gotta give him something other than just he's funny. I don't know. It's just I want more from him because I really like that character and I like that actor. So
there are 2 more characters I would like to two more characters I'd like to talk about before we talk about the big dog, Anthony Starr himself. Let's start with Sister Sage, kind of the glue, also the glue across Gen V and the boys. She adds nothing to it. She gives nothing.
You don't like her either, man.
No, she looks great. She's what her purpose is to just be the brains. I need more.
I think she's played well, but I think she's
doing a great job.
In such a boring fucking. Oh, actually, I'm so smart. I planned all those fuck ups. He's so smart.
It's
Yeah.
that's the problem with writing
Eric
a
Kripke
smart.
being a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
and he doesn't know how to write a smart person. I don't know either, but I know that's not the
But
right
I'm not
way.
a writer, so
Yeah, I'm not right.
I'm not a writer.
But Amazon didn't give me $1 billion, so
Exactly.
I'd argue that she was better in Gen V than she was in The Boys here so far.
But I didn't watch Gen V, so I have no proof of that.
So far. Not talking about the season before.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, she was better in that season than this one and Gen V. So I don't know. That's like I said, it's a writing issue.
Gen V was just so horrendously dog shit that you're just like, wait, I know her. She's not bad.
In its draws, perhaps.
Interesting.
Maybe that's it. You're going for a floaty. That might be it.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
But also, another character who did dabble in Gen V a little bit, Ashley, the now Vice President of the United States.
Crazy, by the way. That's
like,
so funny.
Crazy.
Funny bit.
Like that. There's choices, and they certainly made one for Vice President. That's wow.
She's on her Voldemort shit.
Yeah,
she's on her fucking Quirrell head.
Her Voldemort head.
Yeah.
That's who talks to JD Vance in the back of his head.
That's what's under his many chins.
She has her own Quado, but it's on her head.
Yes, Mr. Vance.
I like her. I think she's
one of the best actresses, Loki.
And also a character that I think they've done maybe not a lot with, but taken in a different direction, and I think it's like interesting. Right? Because she's just kind of like the assistant who works for Avbot, and she's just kind of annoying, and she's really funny, and she kind of yells and whatever. Like I think the fact that they're giving her like she's like, I have no spine, I have no backbone. Like, what am I doing? I'm the president. I'm the vice president. I want to do right. I want to do something. Like that's just a different avenue for her to explore as an actress and as a character. And I think it's working so far. And it's also putting her at odds with like Homelander and Sister Sage and even the president of the United States and stuff, and making her kind of like the odd duck out in that kind of like inner circle, I think makes for like interesting storytelling. So I think although I want more from her, like I want them to give us more of her as a character. I think I'm really
glad we've gotten what we got.
Exactly. I'm glad we've gotten what we've gotten. And I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, I agree. I was gonna say it's a good choice, good progression for her as well. Man, I had one more that I was gonna forgot.
Oh, Anthony Starr?
No, there's one more.
Tony.
Oh, we need to give this nigga his lashings. No, we need to give this nigga his lashings. Tomer Capone, welcome to your tape, nigga. Welcome.
We've been shitting on him, but
Shalom.
Mention the tweet. Someone mentioned the Shalom is crazy. Don't mention the tweet. I'll mention it because we're talking about it. And you mentioned whatever the fuck that IDF soldier's name is. But yes, the fact that like there's this conversation that has with the what's her name, the Crow girl,
Countess Crow,
right? Where
Timu Raven,
basically talking about capitalisms and the troubles with late stage capitalism and how they will suck you dry. They don't care about you. What's the point of you killing yourself for them? What's the point of you killing yourself for them if you'll get nothing of value out of it for your labor, right? And it's so weird listening to them and Eric Kripke and the writers be very obvious and very kind of blatant about their quote unquote like leftist ideologies, right? Mm-hmm. You have a literal IDF soldier in your cast
playing a French Algerian, North African,
which they notoriously hate.
Yes.
Crazy. That's crazy. So it's like, a lot of that shit really like, it's like, and people are separate. It's hard to separate kind of like real world and real life from like, especially because of the world that we live in. It's annoying. Kripke, I get it. That shit falls on deaf ears when you have an IDF soldier in your
class. Bro. You can't tell me you can't preach all these. It's like PTA with one battle. All this shit you're trying to put forward and say, "Oh, look at me, I'm talking about blah blah blah." Nah, dog. How you going?
It would be like if I went to it would be like if I went to like a civil rights lecture and like they had like fucking Al Sharpton and like the ghost of like Huey come up from the grave and give speeches, and then they're like, and now my best friend David Duke is going to tell you his thoughts. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's not what we're doing here.
No, bro.
The panel's fucking Al Sharpton. Who's that Supreme Court guy? Ben Carson or some shit.
Ben Carson's the guy who
the vice president. There we go.
You're talking about
Terry
Clarence
Crews.
Thomas.
Clarence Thomas, Terry Crews, Al Sharpton. all the real heavy hitters. And Tyler Perry.
Put everybody on there.
That's just frustrating. I had to get that off my chest. But keep talking about Homer Capone, please, man.
No, yeah, it's just I don't.
That boy ass.
That boy types ass, and his personal misdeeds aside, I don't really like Frenchie. Like, I don't like the performance, and that's just me personally.
I like
that just fucking. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do.
Boys are too likable in general. They're supposed to be a little shitty. They're supposed to be kind of rough around the edges.
They try and do that in season 2 with Frenchie, and I think a lot of his development was much better in the previous seasons. Finding out about all his shit in real life kind of like nuked that for me. So it's like
I heard his backstory they wrote like in part from his actual experience.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in his time with them.
Yeah, with them folks.
That's why when he gave that speech, he's talking about you have to live with it. I was like, bro, are you talking about Frenchie or are you talking for yourself?
The problem is that Frenchie's supposed to like regret that shit, and come on now.
And that's why he can't sell that.
Yeah, that's why he can't sell that.
That man doesn't know what regret is.
No, I get what you're saying, Gerardo, about the boys having to be like a little bit rough around the edges and a little bit unlikable and a little bit more like anti-heroes. But it's like, especially when in the TV show, all the soups are already like that. Butch is incredibly cynical, and he's already like that. It's like,
but he's cool though.
I think it would be fine, and I think that's
who the nice one's supposed to be? Huey. That's it.
Huey.
I know. But my thing is like, I think
that's why he's the moral compass. But they keep trying to have 3 fucking moral compasses and one mean guy.
I think it would work, and I think that's exactly how it should be. But I feel like most audiences would be like, why the fuck am I watching this? These characters all suck. But that would be
these people love Yellowstone. Everybody on that show is a piece of shit. That's
the only thing that you can really do Yellowstone's only liked by like fucking like 50-year-old Fox News dads. So it's not really a demographic.
It makes a lot of money. My dad likes it too.
He doesn't know what he's doing. It's not his fault.
He doesn't know better. He doesn't know any better. He's an immigrant.
But it's just like everybody.
It's like when my uncles used to watch Walker Texas Ranger. I was like, they don't know. They do now. They do now.
If you're gonna have a show where everybody on it is a piece of shit, it needs to be inherently like a comedy, like a Seinfeld or an Always Sunny, right? Where they're actually terrible fucking people, but it works for the sake of comedy because everybody else around them is relatively normal to like decent people, right? When you have a world like The Boys where the world is bad, the thing they're fighting against is bad, and you have that bad on bad on bad, eventually people become oversaturated.
No, I think that's wrong because there's plenty of shows where the character is a bad fucking guy. Breaking Bad, people love. Walter White is fucking horrendous. He's a piece of shit.
He becomes that though.
Sure. Yeah. But people love him. People ride for him. They think his waifu was kind of like, hey, maybe stop killing people. Stop killing people.
I also called her a bitch.
You have the money for cancer treatment. Maybe you can stop. Fuck that bitch. I wanted to kill her. She's fucking stupid. Yeah. He's a god. Yeah, no.
She does do some stupid shit. She does do some stupid shit in the show that's really annoying, but I get your point.
For sure.
Okay, now imagine 4 Walter Whites. Matt, can you mute your mic when you're fixing?
Sorry,
not even just that. Like if you have the 4 Walter White situation, I feel like it works better in the comic where they're like shitty people, right? And he was the only good one. Because Garth Ennis doesn't know how to write actual characters, so a lot of them just feel like kind of guys that are there. They're not as fleshed out as they have been. Yes. Black man strong. Mom have big tits.
evil.
big man needs to drink in order to be big, strong man.
That
Hey,
shit is
Dark
fucking
Lady,
insane.
Some stories are universal. You know,
Life imitates art,
life imitates art,
and vice
but
versa.
it's just.
I'm strong
I
as
feel
hell.
like when you have, I feel like because the show has branched out so much from the comic and made it not only just palatable, but an actual fucking story. You know, I really think that it would be hurt if the boys were all four, except for Huey, shitty people. And I also think Huey's whole plight of
And they
there's
should
good
have
in the
powers.
world, guys. There's good. Okay, well that I also kind of I feel like that would be a little bit of a cheat sheet if they are already dosing
They should
the
be
V.
dead by now. Then it
They
makes no
should
sense
be.
why they're still alive.
That is true. That is
And that's
true.
annoying
But
as
I will
fuck.
say, if they had it to where all the boys were shitty and Huey was the only one who's like decent, right, or like trying to be a good person, he would sound so fucking insufferable because almost every action the boys would do in a world like this would be justified. Huey would sound like a fucking child. He would be
He
insufferable.
already does.
No. But he would be
This
way
is
worse.
true.
He would be way fucking worse. It would be like it's like whenever I see if somebody was in Gotham, right? And they see Batman beating up the Joker, who has just like stitched together a bunch of fucking kindergartners together into a giant fucking kindergartner blanket. And they're like,
Jesus Christ.
Batman, you shouldn't hit that man. You should talk to him. You can talk peacefully. Fuck no. We're past talking. We're past it. Right? You already have this dark environment. I don't think you need to add more to it. Same thing with the show. I feel like it's fine where it's at. I do think that Frenchie should be a little bit worse though.
That's why characters like MM suffer though, because they don't know what.
Yeah,
the fuck to do.
true.
Yeah, we can't make him the moral compass because that's Huey. We can't give him a love interest because that's Frenchie.
What is he? The brains? No, that's Frenchie. Is he the heart? No, that's Huey. Is he the muscle? No, he's scrawny. What is he?
He is the muscle though, ideally. But then he's also he's a mixture between like bronze and brains and heart. You know, he's like the guy who's got like a good moral compass and a good head on his shoulders.
Is he fucking Captain Planet? He's not a character, dude. Just leave it.
I know, but that's what I know. I agree. He's not. But that's why he suffers because they try to make him all these different things, and it's like I don't buy it. And now he's skinny. Boo. Next.
I mean, I love Les Alonso. I know he's spoken openly about. He's like, I want to slim down. It wasn't healthy. Just cast someone who's fucking jacked next time.
I also
if there's a character who needs to be jacked as part of his character, and you have a guy who's killing himself to get jacked, maybe go with the guy who can get that muscle and not die. Respectfully.
Why did he say it was unhealthy? Why did he say it was unhealthy?
He said he felt like this happened a long time ago because he slimmed down like a season ago. But he's like I felt like shit. He's like it was too much on my body. It was too much of a strain, which perfectly fine, understandable. You're a human being. There are gigantic fucking motherfuckers who need jobs too.
Yeah,
niggas need employment.
And he's not. It's not like he's. And it's not like he's that great an actor either. That you could like. It's not like you couldn't sacrifice his performance.
He's got his avatar role. He'll be okay.
There was somebody I saw on Twitter. They said that Mother's Milk over the past few seasons has gone from Mother's Milk to skim milk, and I thought that was very funny.
That's funny.
He's almond milk now.
So what are our thoughts on that? So are we excited for the rest of the season?
I'm at least excited. I'd say out of 5, I'd give it a 4 just because I want to see how it all comes together. Because they're finally moving shit along. I'm interested to see because Soldier Boy's definitely not going to be on anybody's side now because he's been betrayed by every fucking buddy, and now he's basically just a walking petri dish. So that's going to be fun trying to contain that. Yeah. Very excited to see where that goes. I'm excited for the boys, man. I'm going to be honest. 4. I give it a 4 out of 5. Where you all at?
I agree. I agree with you. I think I'm giving you like a 4. I think this is the most excited I've been for the boys for a while. I like where we're going. I like the cliffhanger we left off on. Like, I think I like kind of like where it seems like this is all kind of culminating to. I just want to see what they do, how quickly, if they can land the plane, if at all. So I say hype wise, I'm like at a 4. The first 2 episodes, I give them like a 3.5. I thought they were much better than I expected. hooked me back in, which is exactly what I wanted. Did not feel like an hour long, so that's also kind of like, okay, here we go, we're getting somewhere. And I think that I really like the pacing. So, yeah.
I think it's better than Gen V season 2, so that's fine. But I wouldn't say I'm excited. I think I've lost my love for it. I still think it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, new episode. I have something to do for an hour.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like at a 3 for my hype meter. We haven't seen Homelander eat a fucking baby. We haven't seen a hangar full of.
That's not gonna happen. By the way,
we haven't seen a hangar. We haven't seen a hangar full of dead soldiers just because he wanted to send a message. We haven't seen him do anything impressive. He's not that scary. He kills 2 people every fucking season, and then lasers some nameless characters.
No, he killed all of the their bunkmates at the fucking concentration camp.
What are their names, Luis? Give me the name of those guys.
And we didn't see it, by the way.
No, he's making a point. Yeah, it's something that fucking matters. And also, I love the main cast. I really like the main cast, except for that one and the other one, and then the other one. But fucking kill some of them, man. We've gone through 5 seasons, and I know they're probably gonna do it. If they have balls, they're gonna do it like they did in the comic. Everyone fucking dies except Huey.
Frenchie's gonna be the first. I'm calling it right now.
Please, please, Frenchie.
That's why they had to
give us some fucking stakes. Don't kill the only character I fucking like, which is A-Train, in the first fucking episode after finally giving him a goddamn arc.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Give him something to do, and now he's
kill someone not interesting.
For last. He may be vanilla in character, but he's chocolate in skin, and I want him to progress.
Oh, also, we forgot to mention. I'll say this, and then we can move on. I don't think that, like you said, they're giving Anthony Starr much to work with and much to do. He's fucking incredible, bro. He's just like
with the little he has.
He's just like he's so
that
fucking
1,000-yard stare he has is fucking terrifying. It upsets me to look at.
And he just plays psychotic so good. It's just like it. He's just so fucking good, bro. Like I get it. It's like I feel like
into his ancestry.
Exactly. But I don't think his character is very interesting. I think Homelander is interesting because Anthony Starr's such a great performer. Right, he's
so much
doing,
of the way he's written.
He's doing a lot. He's pulling. There's a lot of subtext in these lines. He's pulling a lot and creating a lot, and kind of like that comes across on film, and we can see that. And so, as an actor, he's doing an incredible job. That's why Homelander's such a good character. But I don't think he's the best written character. I don't think he's that good actually at all.
Frenchie is the best written for sure.
Yeah, followed by Huey, and then Mother's Milk.
Monker.
Monker.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Monker? All right, Matt. Thank you for your review. What's your hype meter?
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Me too.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, dude,
anyway,
I'm
glad. Invincible. Look,
brother,
that was a great segue. Look here. Look, I have not watched Invincible since season 2 or 2.5. I hate that fucking show, and it's so fucking boring and so fucking dog shit. I didn't read the fucking comics, opinion, so I'm not invested, right? So I don't give a fuck.
We used to stay up till 3 a.m. to catch the new episodes.
Now I don't give a fuck about it. So you guys cook because I don't give a fuck.
It's time to cook. Let me tell you something.
What?
Let me tell you something.
You gonna say some shit?
We already talked about it. I know I disappeared a little bit. My fault. I had to go.
We're feeling invincible.
No. Let me talk about NT Star, please.
This motherfucker.
No.
You're cut off. You're cut off.
Invincible. Muted.
So you thought.
We don't have time. We're running out of time, man.
Yeah.
So good.
He's just good.
Huh?
What was you wanting to say? What were you trying to talk about?
He's so good.
Oh, Anthony, we already talked about.
I was just gonna say, his acting is so fucking strong and so invincible.
Anyways, I already talked about how I haven't watched Invincible. I'm gonna let y'all cook. Go.
Yeah.
What was it even for? Speaking of fours, we're talking about Invincible season 4. That's how you do a goddamn segue. All right, look. So Invincible season 4 has dropped, and me and Gerardo have been the #1 Invincible propagandist. Mostly me because I'm people and I'll eat up any Invincible slop. You put Invincible on a turd and I'll watch it. It's getting you too,
Bro.
Matt. It was good.
No, see, I texted you after the demon episode. I texted you after the demon episode. I think I might be back in. I was like, I might be back in. And then this recent one, I was like, okay, I'm feeling something. I'm feeling a little something. I'm not fully like my ankles might be in the water. I'm not in my whole body yet. You know, I'm in the pool. I'm getting there.
He in the kiddie pool.
I'm in the kiddie pool. Yeah, I'm standing in that bitch. I'm like 6'4", tall as hell. So that's literally like nothing for me.
Whatever.
It still has some. I still have some gripes, some critiques. I'm not gonna let that damn ass dragon PNG shit go. I'm not letting that go. The art does bother me at times. The voice acting.
Fights are not fluid. They look like
yes. They look like ass.
Not even the gore looks cool anymore. It's just nothing's.
Whenever
visually,
visually
this show sucks cock. The story is still good because they have something good to build off of.
And not even just that. The story is elevated more so past the comics because the way Kirkman has said he's going about the show is using it as a second draft of the comics. And because the comics came out in the 2000s and Robert Kirkman is immune to being able to write a female character, they've made leaps and fucking bounds with this show with a lot of the female representation in it.
Yeah, because Ozzy Beach's character is awesome, right?
No. I mean specifically this season. Amber doesn't. I don't know what the fuck they did to Amber. Listen. Okay, that is a demerit to my point. But I really do.
Speaking of female characters, Tech Jacket is so good now. Now that she can't fucking kill a single Viltrumite, fuck that shit. That's so goddamn stupid. Yeah. Okay, let me just speak on this for a second.
Because Gerardo loves Tech Knight.
Tech Jacket. I love that.
Wrong one. My fault.
Okay.
We don't love Tech Knight. Fuck Tech Knight.
Fuck Tech Knight. They also ruined him in The Boys. Tech Jacket in the comics is a man, and I think that should be allowed. He should be allowed to be a boy because of one thing: the you grew a beard scene, which I love, and they fucking ruined it, and they did it with fucking Oliver and Mark. And Mark. Like, Oliver shouldn't be surprised that Mark grew a beard. This motherfucker was looking at him for 2 months. That scene doesn't make sense anymore. He looks at him like, you grew up. He's like, you grew a beard. You were looking at him for 2 fucking months. It doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't make sense anymore. If you're gonna
in the comics,
Tech Jacket is a teenager who found a Geldarian. The Geldarian was dying. It's kind of like Green Lantern.
Beetle but Caucasian. It's Blue Beetle but Caucasian.
Blue Beetle and Green Lantern combined. He finds an alien who has an advanced suit that makes their like super frail bodies kind of strong. So on a human, it makes them really fucking strong, right? And in the comics, he finds them. The alien saves him by giving him the jacket, and he's the only human that has this technology. That's why he's so strong and he's so important to the fight against the Viltrumites. Right?
He's the strongest human they've got.
Essentially, yes. He's the only human on the team.
He can fuck with
because he kills Viltrumites.
Immortal, and he sucks.
He can fight Viltrumites and beat them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn. So he's strong.
But in the show, it's a 12-year-old girl, and she just kind of zaps him a bit and runs away, and can't fucking kill any of them. And it's really fucking stupid. If you want to make it a girl, that's completely fine. Why the fuck are you nerfing the strongest human character you have on the team? What the fuck is the point of them being there? What is the point?
I understand that. I guess to some degree they were trying to be like,
and they cast a fucking Zionist. Fuck that bitch.
Who is it?
I think
I forgot her name.
I forget her name, but I'll never forget her ideology. I don't mind them making I'm always for if changing a character's race or ethnicity as long as this is not one of two things intrinsically tied to that character and its origin, right? Like for what that character stands for, right? Like Black Panther, very significantly tied to being a black man. If I made him white, that would be fucking
Ryan Gosling.
No. You fucking did the Aryan Panther, but But or if you're going to change them in some capacity, right? Whether it's by sexuality or race or gender, right? Their identity. If you're going to change that, do something with it. If they are using this just to set up a romance for Oliver, I kind of
isn't interested in fucking humans. Let's make that clear.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a big fucking part of his character.
He said that shit in the episode. He said, I felt like tingly at the lobster. Freaky ass nigga.
I thought to some degree they
he's on his deep shit.
He's worse than Tech Knight. Tech Knight was fucking donuts and air vents. This thing wants to fuck a lobster.
Oliver is an alien. Oliver's an alien. Let's be clear. I think he's allowed to be attracted to shit that's not human.
No,
that's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
his mom is a bug.
His
mom is a bug, dude. His mom's a fucking bug.
He's a
like
bug.
He's part cricket. What do you want?
He's a bug. He sees an arthropod. It makes sense that it would ignite some bullshit in his head.
He's a alien 100%. His dad's an alien. His mom's an alien.
He's not human.
And what I feel makes Oliver good compared to like one of the theories that people have floated around I've seen on the Invincible subreddit is they're trying to do like a romance option for Oliver, right, in order to give him like a little bit of character progression and try to make his death kind of mean something further down the line.
Whoa,
right? Because the only person that's really like
you're not watching the show. Shut up.
Bro,
sorry. Spoiler for anybody who hasn't read the Invincible comic. But I get
side character dies in 80 issues.
But I guess they're trying to do it. But what makes Oliver so fun in the comics is how he, because of his fast aging, right? He has the character progression of Mark that you've had since the beginning, but you get it quick and breakneck pace, and you get to see it through a different lens. Mark gets to see his evolution, right? But through a different through a somewhat of a third person view, through another person's eyes, right? He gets to be the role model that his dad never was to either him or Oliver, right? The person that Oliver looks up to, which then makes his demise all the more tragic. I don't think you need to like ham fist a love interest on top of that if that's what they're going for. And if
he has a love interest, he has a fucking family in the comics.
They
don't need this.
It's like little squid people. I don't know what they are, but they're like squids.
What kind of
like,
oh, is Kirkman on, bro?
Kirkman used to be a genius.
He used to have this stuff. I don't know what he's doing now.
And then he got an opportunity to have a bunch of celebrities in the studio. He's like, yeah, fuck the animation. Bring them to me.
But that doesn't affect the writing, right? Why is the writing so...
The writing isn't... It's not like it's getting, like, bad, right? I don't want to say that, because I do think there are a lot... No. There are parts of the story that he's changed from the comics significantly that I like. For instance, Eve's dad is not just a Joe Rogan podcast with legs. I like the fact that he actually cares about his daughter, because Eve's parents in the comics,
I think it's interesting that he's a piece of shit in the comics.
Oh.
Okay.
I think it's interesting that such a good person came out of a really fucked up situation and a fucked up adoptive dad. But you know, I
think that says a lot about her as a character.
I think it says more about him not wanting to upset people with a shitty character. Yeah, some people are shitty. Some people are really open about their shittiness. Eve's dad is one of those people. That's interesting. Why are we not doing interesting shit?
But I thought it was interesting how they used him as like not even just a vessel for like not just a way to like show that this version of Eve's dad from the comic one actually like, you know, more so cares about his daughter and is not just like an overtly misogynistic prick, even though he does still have those tendencies, right? That water
he can be misogynistic and still care about his daughter.
Right. But I do like how he doesn't see necessarily Eve and her superhero life as a danger, but he talks to Invincible. He talks to Mark as if he's the problem, really harping on Mark's guilt. And I really like that, how they're making him stew in it, how they're making him feel like a piece of shit. Because realistically, right, I do think that if Mark is saying, I feel bad because all these people were wearing my face and they terrify the world and the world hates me, and like every now and again a couple of people hate him, that's whatever. But it's mostly Mark going, woe is me. But when we hear that from other people, right, outside sources that aren't just Aaron Paul screaming, Invincible for 30 fucking minutes, right? I feel like that's more impactful, especially when it's so close to home, coming from the father of the woman he loves. and he feels that he's not only putting the world in danger, but his world in danger, which exists within Eve. I like
the woman he has sex with and talks with on the roof every 3 episodes. What development have we gotten for them, bro?
They
that
have no
bullshit.
Fucking relationship.
They
we see them cuddle up half naked for like 5 minutes. What the fuck is that, bro? Give me some. And then hold on, no.
Also,
and
Thrag looks fucking
pregnant.
Horrendous. Thrag looks fucking stupid. No, we're not doing this. Thrag has a little fucking egghead. He's short and he's not as fucking cool, and he doesn't sound intimidating in the slightest.
Thank you.
That's not Thrag, bro. That's not fucking Thrag.
Here's in a perfect world. I would have switched Lee Pace and Clancy Brown because, and I know Clancy's like the fallback go to.
Let him be calm, but let that shit. You should feel it like constantly, like at a boil.
Mm-hmm.
He should be containing himself in every fucking sentence that he speaks.
And so he feels so like it's like if Tom Hiddleston tried to play Thor, you know, it wouldn't work.
that fucking
oddly if they auditioned for the opposite roles, so that's crazy. But I love Lee Pace. Lee Pace, fellow Houston legend, bro, my nigga. We in there, but no, I don't think this is the right choice for the voice.
You know who I feel like would have been you know who I feel like would have been a. Yes. It feels like it to a degree because even when he drops the when he drops the skull,
Ronan the Accuser.
When he drops during the most recent episode of You Look Horrible, right? During the siege on Thanagar, right?
They're talking about the animation.
It doesn't
on Thanagar.
Not Thanagar. That's the fucking Telespria. Thanagar's the goddamn fucking Hawkman planet. Add it to the comp. Telespria, right? But during that siege, I feel like the fights were very stiff. However, I feel like the action sequence of them putting the ship into space, I felt like was good and suspenseful, right? I felt like that was pretty well put together. But I feel like when Lee Pace is delivering the line when the skull is following out from the Viltrumite mothership, and he goes, "No!" It's like me when I drop my Gorditos Locos taco from fucking... From
me dropping a fucking Cheez-Its while I record this episode.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
Genuinely, like
man does not know what he's doing.
I've dropped more beers with sadness, and you know who I think would have been an amazing Thrag, because I don't think he voices a single person in this show. When you were talking about Clancy Brown, I got to thinking of the person that I constantly in my head confused for him. Ron Perlman would have made a fucking amazing Thrag, and that pisses me off.
Yeah,
that pisses me off. I'm thinking of that War Never Changes line from Fallout. Anytime I boot up the game, oh god!
Think about that bullshit he did for Adventure Time. A million more times, fucking more intimidating.
When he's the Lich is amazing.
Yes,
it is fucking incredible. He's a quiet, latent menace, and then when he blows up and gets aggravated, he's at that boiling point, like you were talking about, Gerardo. He has that subtle, latent rage that is just locked there. Lee Pace sounds like his last name, like he's pacing himself, like he's taking his fucking time, and I'm bored. I'm so goddamn bored.
Justice for Lee Pace.
No, Luis, I love him. He's the wrong choice. When I heard it was him, I thought, okay, we might get like a Ronin-like performance where he's I don't know, fucking emoting. But that isn't what we've gotten. And I know you're not watching the show. Shit, watch a clip and tell me that you think he's doing good, because he's not.
No, watch the clip.
Can I skip season 3 and 4 and go straight to season 5?
I'm just trying to find
YouTube recap. You'll be fine.
Watch the clip I sent to the group chat, because that's literally what I thought the entire time. He's like, is it just reading lines, bro?
Genuinely, the only thing
gravitas and bass in your fucking voice. You are Lee Pace. You are
the only people who are still trying when it comes to voice acting is Stephen Young and Sandra Oh. That's it. No, J.K. Simmons is low-key selling.
He's kind of reading the shit.
He still has his gravitas, but he has no. There's it's not the same as the first season.
It doesn't feel the same, bro. I agree.
He's not trying, bro.
He's just reading the shit. He's like,
and y'all like this shit, y'all.
I didn't mean that about your mom. I didn't mean that about Andressa. I said that and I was wrong and I was stupid, bro. Come on.
I love that bug, bitch. Bring her back.
Y'all,
sprayed my raid all over
I can't
that
believe
bug
y'all
buster.
like this show. It doesn't sound like it.
I love
It's
the
not.
comic,
No,
and I'm still gonna watch the
because
show.
I'm a firm believer that if you love something, right, like the way I love Invincible, you can criticize it. If you cannot criticize something you love, then that is blind devotion, and that makes you a fucking hack and a cuck. If you are able to actually criticize a thing that you like, that means you have media literacy and that you're adept. Do not take any of what I'm saying as if I hate the show Invincible. If I hate any part of Invincible, it is the entirety of the second season.
I'm hate watching.
I
hate the entirety of the second season of Invincible because I know it can always be worse. I know Invincible could be Creature Commandos, a nothing show that feels like nothing except for GI
And the
Robot.
animation's
right?
still better.
Right? The animation is still better, right? But I feel like what really holds Invincible back
Wait, in
too is the
Creature
fact that the
Commandos versus
effects and compositing
this?
department consists of 4 people. It consists of 3 to 4 people, right? To composite all
Commandos
those
isn't
shots.
scared
They
to animate
can't really
sets.
do enough of that dynamic lighting. The most of the dynamic lighting we got was when they were flying through the ship and the ship was breaking apart and you saw Thrag on the inside. That was the closest we got to like some good dynamic lighting during that explosion. Outside of that, not really much. I thought it was very funny the way they did the Conquest fake out. I thought that was funny for people who don't know that Conquest is like dead, right? I thought that was a fun way to just be like,
they showed the mound of dirt, and I said, don't do this shit.
He should be a peaceful farmer on Earth.
And also, I'm gonna say this right now: the best part of Invincible so far of this season is the same thing that was the best part of last season, which is the Conquest fight. The Conquest rematch, I loved it. Why? Because they cut the music. It is complete silence. You just hear nothing but
there was no
grunts,
fucking Billie Eilish during that
and
bullshit.
gore. No Billie Eilish, no fucking Radiohead, no fucking David or fucking Khalid or whatever the other Target music.
You don't see your favorite character blow his skeleton up, and then you have to hear Billie Eilish. Fuck that shit.
Exactly.
Dead already or no?
Is who dead?
Is what?
Explode.
He's been dead.
He's bro. He's been
dead for like a season and a half. Yeah.
Damn. R.I.P. Rex.
Yeah, he already died. And
Jason Mendes. One of the only cool ones. Who else is gonna play himself and everything? Fuck.
Charlie Day.
Whoa.
Charlie Day's good.
Whoa.
They would be good. Charlie Day would be sick as fuck.
Hey, chill the fuck out.
We love Charlie Day. All right. That's a fucking
Luigi's Mansion. Make it happen.
On God, please.
Make it happen.
I think, but that scene of Conquest fighting Invincible, oh my, that rematch
digging in that man's body
so fucking hard.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Goddamn show. Like, but it's just so good the way that they did that, because that really shows the true progression of where Mark is getting to, where he's like, no matter what fucking happens, you're going in the goddamn ground. He's getting stronger, and I love that. He's living up and earning the name Invincible.
Is
right?
he still losing?
Because unlike
I mean, he got his guts ripped out. So
he got his he killed the guy first, but like his intestines are on the outside.
A win.
Yeah, he genuinely.
But
did.
against one of the strongest Viltrumites to date that we've seen. So,
Conquest.
You know, he's getting pretty strong.
Yes, a man who is almost as strong as Nolan, and he's fucking him up.
He might be stronger than Nolan.
He actually, I think he is.
And Nolan's a good guy, right?
I think. Yeah,
he's good.
And Nolan,
now.
and Nolan
because he misses his wife.
Yeah, that Earth pussy got him acting different. Also, the scene between him and Debbie.
I get it.
Good.
If I was a genocidal imperialist alien and I got some Earth puss, I might rethink things too.
Yep, I agree.
I said, hold on, I
really do like. I really do like also how they're making it to where Debbie doesn't just instantaneously. Debbie doesn't just instantaneously forgive him like in the comic. You know, they don't just instantly reconcile and she loses all fucking agency. I like that. I like that. Because even when I was a teenager, bro, and I was reading this shit in high school, I was like, hey, he left cities. No, he called you a pet.
Yeah,
no,
he called you an animal.
No.
Why are you jumping in his arms?
he said he was dicking you down like you were a fucking fleshlight to him. No,
That's
fucking no,
crazy as
absolutely
hell.
not.
Low-key,
Right?
that's the best way to do it.
Dicking you
The
down
way
like you were a
I even like the
flashlight.
way that like nobody on earth has forgiven
That's
him,
crazy.
right? Even Art is
They still
nice
haven't
and
patched
cordial
that
within
method.
that whole scene, right? But then when he finally flies off, Art starts panting and fucking clutching his chest because he was terrified that entire time. I love
that.
that. I love that. The fact that Nolan is truly
Sorry,
alone and has
Nolan.
to really earn his
I
redemption
don't
out
make
from the
suits. I
fucking
only
mud.
make suits for
I'm
heroes.
loving it. I love
Let
that.
me be Mark
I love
Hamill's
that.
voice.
And then
Let anyone
he
be
just
Mark
goes,
Hamill's
oh,
voice.
Another
and
Zionist.
the way they end that conversation where he's like, I only make suits for heroes, and he just goes, oh, and then Art goes, yeah, and he's like, oh, all right, well, I'll see you. It was so sad, but so poignant, and I loved that. I loved that so much.
I'll see you, Nolan.
So
Which
yeah,
I'm is an
all
example
for
of a good
return.
change from the comics. Because in the
Yes.
comics, Art's just like, I don't care he killed anybody. That's my boy. Hey, you want a new suit?
Chicago? That's a black city. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The pussification of Art.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Pussification of
into it.
Art.
They're going into the
There's an
Viltrumite
essay
War,
there.
and it's a really big moment. And plus, they already introduced my goat Dinosaurus, so I'm excited for when Invincible gets back to Earth and that plot line
bad.
matters.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's not
It's
gonna
gonna
Why is it
probably
gonna
be
be
It's
bad,
gonna be ass.
but
Dude, the
but
episode
it
they
looks like
introduced
shit.
it looked like shit. It looked
But
like
it's where
dog
they-
shit.
But I'm more excited for the story element of
It looked like
Dinosaur.
a red
That's
condom.
where the true argument of utilitarianism and Invincible
Trash.
comes
You're
into
doing
play.
it right. They're all
right?
red.
It's where the true moral quandary of what it means to be a hero and how there's no hard and fast answer to it. How it's very gray,
No.
right? How there's no black and white simple way to think of heroism and saving the day, right? And Dinosaurs is a big way to indicate that in the story of Invincible, and I really like that whole entire arc, right? So I'm very excited to see that. All in all, I put my hype meter for the rest of the season because the Viltrumite War's second favorite arc. Yeah, no, second favorite arc. Yeah, I would say it's definitely. I'd say about a
I like the
4.5
abortion
out of
arc.
5, man.
That's my favorite.
Abortion arc. Can I ask a
It's
question
coming.
real quick?
It's coming.
It is
It's
coming.
coming.
That's
Can I
gonna
ask
make
a
me so
question?
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Are you getting anything from this show that you didn't already get from the comic books?
Yes,
That's a question
I
for
would
them,
say.
Yeah,
question
in
for
the
them.
I
show
would
they move
say,
around a little bit, and you hear the voice instead of in your head.
Interesting. And is that
I-
better for you than reading the comics?
That's I don't know
No.
about that.
There you
But
go.
it's
I
something.
say-
It's
You know how
something.
Thrag
I
sounds in
would
the
say-
comics? This is how Thrag sounds in the
because-
comics, bro.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
The thing is, though, I feel like I'm liking the show in some ways better than the comic because the comic was running since
Crazy.
I believe 2005 or 2003. It's one of those two, right? But it ran for a very long time, and you can tell there's a lot of like pacing issues to where it feels like Kirkman did not know it was going to go for that long, right? It's the inverse of Kripke's
Yeah,
issue where he thought he was going to have more time,
get shut down
and then
every
he
week.
has less, right? So they would keep on like being like, tune in next week, blah, 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 right? And they would stretch that out as
Tune in
much as
next week,
possible.
maybe.
With the show cutting out quite a bit of the filler, right? I feel like we're getting much
And then adding
more
its own.
of a that it does add some of its own, right? But it does feel like there's more spotlight on some of those character moments that I do like compared to the comic where it's
like
drawn
the
out and you
Billie
don't see
Eilish
it
scene.
for like 30 issues. Minus that. I said sub.
Now
Not
that
all-
Invincible, now that Mark
Liver
is
ass.
fucking on Eve, is Amber still in the show?
No.
No.
She will be, maybe.
I mean, not until the domestic abuse plot, but like the
God damn.
Is that
yeah.
real?
She starts
That's real.
beating her husband, and he has to be like, hey, stop
Yeah,
that.
he has to fight back
Amber?
and defend himself.
Are you being serious?
No, I'm joking. She's actually a victim.
She
It's very
gets
sad.
beat
It's
by
quite
her
depressing.
husband.
Yeah.
I
What about
think
her man?
honestly, on further reconsideration, now that I'm thinking about it, Gerardo, I think that might be one of those moments where Kirkman doesn't know what the fuck he was doing. Because what the fuck happens with that? They don't have anything really happen with that.
He dangles the guy off the rope. He's like, hey, that's bad.
Stop
Yeah,
doing
beating
it.
women is bad. Like hot take. Like what the
That's
nothing.
it's a filler
really
issue,
plot.
low key.
All I know is
they're like, what can we do?
I'm gonna be honest.
He's like, hey, remember Amber?
Yeah.
This is what she's up to now. Getting
When
beat by her
Anissa-
fucking husband.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
when Anissa comes back,
That's good.
This
I'm
Twitter-
gonna
Twitter's
show
gonna
her some-
blow the
I'll
fuck
show
up.
her,
day, bro.
I'll
It's
show
gonna be
her
a
some
fucking
gun
horrible
come
day.
on her back.
Nah, Luis,
Mute
trust
him.
me, bro.
Mute him.
He don't even
Mute
know.
him.
He don't know. See,
Okay.
the thing about
You know
me,
what?
the thing
She
about me,
snapped
what
your
do I
shit
know?
off, Luis.
What don't I know?
I read
She
so
snapped it off.
much. I read so much of the first, like I was reading the compendium one, and I stopped and I did a deep dive on like the, breakdowns of Invincible and da 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 da. I found out things. I spoiled this show for myself. I found out things.
Good.
Mark is in danger, brother. Mark, run.
She breaks his shit
Run.
clean off.
You-
Oh no, I know she rapes.
okay.
I know she sexually assaults him. Yes, I know
It's
that.
gonna be crazy.
The
Yeah.
It's
day
gonna be a
that
bad
episode
time.
drops,
And
It's
it's
gonna be
also
a
Twitter
wild
will
day.
blow up. This is the
Yeah,
worst day on
Twitter's gonna
Twitter.
be
People,
disgusting.
half of Twitter's gonna be like,
No,
"Yeah, I want that
genuinely.
shit." Mark should have been happy, and then the other half
I
of Twitter's gonna be
can't-
like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, and the
I
other
can't
half
wait
is gonna be
for
normal.
fucking- I can't
Yeah,
wait for
they're
fucking
having
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
Vance,
now
like,
Yeah.
weirdos.
we're gonna have fucking like
Crazy
JD Vance,
shit
like
gonna
Ben
happen,
Shapiro, or like fucking Steven Crowder, one of those like fucking Fuentes
You
motherfuckers. Be
think
like,
Ben Shapiro
"No,
can
woke
read?
left."
One of those philosophers.
Yeah, one of those goddamn
Now, I
modern
think-
Socrates of our podcasting time
Yeah.
is gonna be like, look how the woke left portrays the weakness of men. They're so woke that they have a woman raping a man. Men do the rape because we're alphas, or some horse shit fucking
The fuck?
mind-boggling
Oh.
argument like that. Whatever the fuck
Now-
you're gonna say, dude. I'm
This
gonna
is
hate
I
satire.
recently watched this
AZ does
episode.
not believe these are not his views.
these are not my views. I'm parodying the like absolute fucking horseshit takes that are gonna come out of this. The
Andrew
real,
Tate.
granted, it is such a like nothing burger thing to say, but the main takeaway that people need to have from that part of Invincible is that rape is bad. It's not a
Yeah.
hot take. Just
Yeah.
know
It
rape
doesn't
is
matter
bad.
the gender.
It
It's
doesn't
bad.
matter the gender.
I don't know if we can even
It's
say
just
that
bad,
word.
and it's a shit thing to happen to people.
Great.
Oh, trigger warning. Great stuff,
YouTube
Steve.
gonna flag this shit.
I'm gonna flag
It's
these
fine.
nuts. That's what they can
We'll
flag.
bleep it.
But all that to say,
bleep it in
I
post.
do like some of the changes they're making. I'm excited for what happens after the Viltrumite War and everything to follow with Invincible, and I'm
Damn,
excited
there's
to see
more.
how,
God damn,
some of
bro,
these
just wrap
changes-
it
There's
up.
so much more, bro.
God damn.
how many
We
more
don't even get to
changes
see
they have.
Jamaican Eve
Right.
yet.
Oh, bro.
I think
We don't see
reasonably
Big
they can
Bomba
get to
come
the end within 6 seasons. I think genuinely at the rate they're going, they can get 6 seasons out of this. That'll
They
probably
could probably
be the
get
finale
7 out of
of
it too, low key.
I don't know
Two
about
more
seven.
seasons, bro.
Yeah,
I think 2 more seasons is it.
Yeah.
I
The
really
show's
think 2 more
gonna end in
seasons is
6 years.
6, 7.
Because what they're gonna do, right? They're gonna have the Viltrumite War end in like the next 2 or 3 episodes, right? They're gonna come back to Earth, and then they're gonna have Robot and Monster Girl return and start that arc, and that's gonna be like the entirety of the next season. And then they're gonna finish out the Viltrumite War in season 6 with him finishing off Thrag and the rest of the Viltrumites and the coalition of planets, and that whole arc's gonna come to a head. That's what I'm feeling. That's my theory.
And
All in
at
all,
the
I'm
end-
excited for that, and my hype meter is I'd say it's about a 5. I'd say it's about a 5. We're in one
What's
of my
Mark's
favorite arcs of the show.
What's Mark's son called?
He
Mark,
doesn't have a son. It's a
Marky,
daughter.
I didn't know if
son
he had a kid. I was just guessing.
his bastard son is named Marky.
He has a bastard son.
Oh yeah, he does.
For
He has
real?
he has a
Yeah,
sexual
real?
assault.
and they did a real creative name, Marky.
With Anissa, he has a
Yeah.
bastard son.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was totally
Crazy.
bullshitting.
He becomes Kid Invincible, and
Never wrong,
and
just
Anissa-
early.
they
bullshit.
they try to make Anissa a character near the end where she's like, "I'm sorry for rape," and I'm like, "No, bitch, you don't get to apologize."
She
I don't
didn't
care
know
if
that
Mark
rape
forgives
was a
you.
thing, to be completely fair.
That is true. To her, that's the rule of consent.
it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but it is a cultural difference.
It's
That
fucked up.
shit
That
doesn't
is
exist
crazy.
on Viltrum. It is crazy.
No,
it's
no,
insane.
No, that is fucked.
But she's just like, that's how we do it over there. I just realized
that is
she's
fucked.
like, in my time on Earth, I've learned that was bad, and I'm sorry.
Holy
That is
it's-
fucked. It's the same with Omni-Man.
It's a really
That is
shitty
true.
arc.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
shitty
weird.
argument, but
Yeah.
like it's like all in all, though, I'm at a 5. I'm excited to see where the show goes. I want to see my favorite panels adapted into their PNGs, and yeah, I'm
Oh.
excited.
PNG,
where y'all
dog. Oh no, please. Please God.
I just saw the panel. I just saw the panel of like Battle Beast and all of them like getting ready to fight the Viltrumites. I saw that on Twitter and I was like, "Fuck, we lost something. We lost good art."
Dude. There's no color grading,
dude. It looks
so
like shit.
We lost good
I'm
art.
gonna send a comparison in the group chat in a bit. It's rough.
The render looks kind of fucking nasty, dude. It's rough. It looks like the later art in the series.
I'm not hyped for this.
Back when they bring back,
dude. Yeah, whoever the fuck that guy is, kill him. Redraw that shit. Redraw it and re-release the compendiums. It looks fucking horrendous.
What did he draw?
And whoever drew that, the guy who drew the original, like the first bit of the
one they swap out for Otley.
Corey Walker.
Walker's art. Listen, Corey Walker, you're probably a talented individual. You're just not good for my book.
No, you're not. Corey Walker, fucking walk dogs. Work in a coffee shop. Do something. Don't do this. You can't fucking color. You can't draw. Never fucking draw a comic book again. I hate
Wow, it's that bad?
It's such a tremendous. It's the same as watching. It's the same as reading the comic and then watching the show. It looks like shit, and it takes you the fuck out of it. The whole epilogue, I'm like, what the fuck? Who fucking drew this? And it makes me mad every time I see like reread. I don't know. Ryan Otley was busy.
I
sucking dick.
I mean,
who cares?
It's also. I think it was
in the cool way. In the cool way.
Yeah.
I think it was also just around that time Otley was getting a whole lot of work because Invincible was becoming like one of Image's most popular titles. Yeah. He was doing Hulk and like a lot of other shit. So like, you know, he was
shit.
Fucking first round draft pick. Yeah, he was an MVP. Otley, I have no qualms with you. You're my man. You're my dog forever.
Otley's
you were the one person in the
my goat.
Yeah, Kirkman, you fumbled the bag, and I don't even want to talk about that other motherfucker. But hey, you're good, Ryan. You're good. I love you, buddy.
You're safe when the time comes.
When the time comes, you're safe from Matt's book. But you know who isn't? Actually, wait, Matt, what's your hype meter at? What's your hype meter at before I do this amazing segue?
You know what I'm saying? It's time. No, I'm at like a 3. A 3-ish. Because at first I'm like 2.5. I'm like halfway. I'm in the middle. I don't really care. I think the Demon episode really pulled me back in for real, and it came at the right time. And then we got to the Viltrumite War, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm starting to fuck with it just a little bit more than I thought I would. I'm hoping the next 2 episodes really lock in for me, because I want to be, by the end of this season, I want to be like, I need another season. That's my goal. By the time we get to the end of season 4, I want to be like, I need another season. I need to see what the fuck happens. Because like I said, I already spoiled most of the comic for myself. I already spoiled most of the comic for myself, doing those little deep dives and watching those let's explain Invincible, whatever the fuck. So I kind of know what's gonna happen, but I don't, and I want to see how it translates onto screen.
Explain poo poo caca.
Let's explain bullshit and dog ass real quick. Let's explain shit, Battle of Mid, shit, and mixed with I'll be damned.
What's your hype, Gerardo?
It's I don't know, man, a 3 out of 5. Same shit as The Boys. I'm gonna watch it, and I want to like it, but I've been betrayed.
That's fair.
It seems you like more.
I've been hurt.
It feels like we got like a real mixed bag of reviews and reactions. And speaking of mixed bags of reviews and reactions, it looks like.
Hold on, real quick. My hype meter for this is 0 stars out of 0. Fuck this.
Embrace your autism, Luis. Embrace it.
It's within you. Ugly ass fucking show. Stupid ass cartoon. I'll read the comics, but I'm not watching this bullshit.
He's not reading.
I just feel like
I'll buy them.
And before anyone's like, bro, it's just the amount of people that they have. Critical Role is a D&D group made up of voice actors, and they have 2 shows out, Vox Machina and The Mighty Nine, which are both incredibly animated.
There you go.
And they're no. They look fucking incredible.
Look good.
Okay.
No, they look amazing. It damn near feels like.
Send the link.
I don't want to say Mappa level animation like you would get from like an Attack on Titan or like a fucking Chainsaw Man, right?
Why would I want to watch that?
But it feels like it's actually incredible. And to know that Amazon can do that, but just don't, makes me upset.
Ah,
But
yes.
speaking of being upset and mixed reviews, Marvel might be in trouble.
I
Matt,
forgot about this. I thought forgot we were gonna discuss.
or do you
this.
want to?
Mhm.
I did not say to the theme song.
Copyright strike, copyright infringement.
No, it's a parody. It's a parody.
It's a cover.
Off key does not mean parody. That's not how that works.
We're using
Okay,
the
so-
Pentatonics
version.
version.
The
Let's
acapella.
let's speed through. The TLDR of this is that Avengers Doomsday has aired to early screenings, and
Select few
Allegedly, is this real?
allegedly.
Is
Have
what?
we
It's
confirmed
fake.
this, Matt?
It's
Is this
ChatGPT.
Because people are saying
CGI.
they've seen it, right?
The
And
script
the thing
was
that some early
ChatGPT.
screenings came out, and apparently there's some positive reviews. I'm like, bro, these are the same. Okay, let's start like this.
People are saying
There's some people
Infinity
who
War
watched-
level hype, like good.
Yes,
is what they're
and
saying.
let's talk about how let's
I
talk
don't know
about how
about that.
early screenings do not
They
really
bought some
translate.
TikTok reviewers, bro.
Let's talk about
That's
how
all
early
it
screenings
was.
don't really
Fucking
translate to the success of the
Ryan,
film.
whatever his name
People-
is.
Yeah,
People
fuck that
went
guy.
to Superman early screenings and said, take out the scene of, they said, take something out. Like, we don't like that. Why the fuck would you take out one of the best scenes, bro? Fuck you. And some of these early screens, I don't know who they're pulling in there. They're pulling motherfuckers who like read with their fingers still. Like, what are you doing?
Hey,
What
We're
are you
having a
doing?
focus group for people who can't fucking focus. A bunch of TikTok brain fucking Zoomers who can't even pay
Yeah, bro.
goddamn attention.
can they
Or
put
just
Subway
people that you've
Surfers at the
already
bottom of the
paid
screen?
to like your thing.
No
Right?
motherfuckers
I
Cocomelon
feel-
out there.
I am of the firm belief that if you do
Patrol
a
ass
test
niggas,
reading,
bro.
you have one, you voice their concern, they voice their concerns, and you hear them out. You're like, okay, that's good, and then you wipe your ass with their fucking vision because you made the goddamn movie.
They get non-industry people in these screenings too, so it's not only.
They need to get
Oh,
us in
man.
there, bro.
It's not
They need
only
to get
like
someone who's going to give you a
TikTok
valid.
reviewers or
Nah,
people who
bro.
like Marvel,
So
like-
I just hope we don't end up like
people-
what happened with what was it? Was it Supergirl that had multiple test screenings and multiple recuts, right? As a result of that, I don't know. You know,
it's the problem is they like to do this shit where they invite like the Matt Ramoses and the whoever the fuck else, people who are gonna glaze the movie no matter what and not think critically because they don't know film, they don't know ball, they don't know screen like that, they don't know reels.
yeah.
And that's a problem. That's a problem. You're pulling someone in who just because they have a massive following and they will shill relentlessly for yourself. Bring some people who are going to be critical. That's how you get good. That's how you get better at what you do. I would want someone to tell me, "Hey, this fucking sucks. Fix this." I would enjoy it better if you change
I'd
this.
cry.
Man, look, sack up, man. You gotta nut
be
up
like,
or shut up.
Nuh-uh.
No. I'm serious. Like where Marvel is right now, at least for me, for sure. Doomsday is very important. I stand by the fact that Spider-Man should have come after Doomsday because no, Spider-Man's gonna be fucking amazing. DDC, my goat. Russo Brothers, they were my goat for a little bit, but then I saw Extraction 2. Then I saw whatever the fuck Electric State bullshit.
The Gray Man.
The Gray Man and other dog shit.
They didn't produce Extraction 2, did they?
They made that shit, dog.
No, they didn't.
Wait, hold on.
I
Let me
don't know
check
if they
Google.
That is not.
They
that
did
is
the
not
Gray Man.
Russos.
They did the Gray Man.
Oh, they
He's
did the
producing
Gray Man, but they didn't do Extraction 2. They did Gray
Hold
Man.
on.
I
Well,
just
they
feel
did
like
some shit.
Gray Man.
Infinity War was probably the last time where I watched a Marvel thing, and it didn't feel like they were trying to ham-fist a lot of cameos or jingling keys to make me pay attention. It felt like a real culmination of events, and then the absolute gut punch that was the heroes losing was sensational.
Oh,
I
my fault.
remember
It was Sam
when I first-
Hargrave.
When I
Prior
first
that
saw
nigga.
Infinity War, my dad had taken me to go see it, right? But he doesn't like
Oh.
Marvel movies, so he's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna be here. I'm gonna nap in the car. You go in and just come out when the movie's done." I
That's
walked to that theater.
insane.
Real.
I watched that theater. I watched the movie, right? And I came back and I opened the car door and I just sat there like this, fucking 1,000-yard fluoride stare. My dad's like, "Did you not like the movie?" And I was like, They killed them. They killed
They
They killed them.
I know.
my boys.
I
They
know.
killed them.
Dad, they're dead.
My dad was actually sad because not even like 3 months later, right? The only Marvel movies my dad has seen that are like actually MCU are Black Panther and Thor Ragnarok and then Infinity War. And Black Panther is one of not even just his favorite Marvel movie, but favorite movies he's seen in general. Like he loves Black Panther.
Yes, I do too.
Your African dad likes Black Panther? That's crazy.
They would be speaking like they would be speaking African languages in the film, right? They would be speaking like Shona. They would speak Indibele. They'd speak like Igbo. They speak any language in the film that he knows, and he would start trying to talk to the people in the film as if they can hear him. And I'm like, they can't hear you.
That's cute.
Stop. You're immersed. It's adorable. But bro, like dial it back, right? And but he saw but like the month and a half later, right, when he finally saw Infinity War and he saw Black Panther die, he called me like one of his actual friends died. Man was heartbroken. He was 50-year-old man. I've never seen him so sad. I've rarely seen him that sad over something that doesn't exist.
Do we think
right?
Do we think it's possible
gravitas
that the test screenings are true?
No. Here's the thing. If it was any other director and they said this, I would be like, no, it's not true. There's no way.
But man, here's the thing. We discussed this before. They suck outside of the MCU, but their MCU movies are good.
That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I was about to say. The Russos have a good track record with the MCU. That's why I'm like, it's a weird. The reason why I say I don't believe is because I have no faith in the Doomsday movie. I feel like it's too early. I've said that. Like, I feel like it's way too soon to be throwing us into the Doomsday storyline and then trying to pivot into Secret Wars next year or the year after.
They had to pivot early. Jonathan can't.
No, they don't.
Just recast him.
Pivot and shit. You can recast him. There's multiple.
You know what?
I'm available, nigga. I clear my schedule. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this moment.
And also, I feel like this movie has a lot going against it, right? Because even what is his name? The one who plays Nightcrawler. Fuck, what is his name?
Alan Cumming
has said, I was acting with nobody. I was just in a room of green. I was like fucking
terrible.
That's how all these movies are made, though. Right? All these movies are made like that.
I know. That's that shit that almost killed Ian McKellen.
Multiverse of Madness.
The reshoots, the rewrites, the reworks, the fact that this is genuinely a hodgepodge, last-minute, bottom-of-the-ninth ass fucking pull of a movie in every sense of the word, because it was not planned. Right? It was thought of, at least. Like I can't even say planned because plan would mean that they mapped it out, right? I feel so very certain that this movie has so much going for it to where this means less than nothing to me until I see it myself.
Yeah.
This means less than I have no hype. I have no caution. I am the most tempered my expectations can be. Because if I put the bar any higher or lower, it will ruin my viewing experience if I go with preconceived notions. I'm going to wait until this full finished product is out because this movie seems like a skeleton and I'm waiting to see if it has skin.
We're also not going to see this shit till 2027. You know, Marvel's not going to. They're going to. Their spot, right? Yeah, because they're not because Dune has IMAX exclusivity.
They're gonna move this shit. Mm-hmm. Also, any reshoots and final edits will happen probably like summertime this year, so it will probably get moved.
I think I'm at a 0. I think I'm at this is the first time I've ever had a 0 for hype, not out of disinterest, but out of just like I'll wait till I see it.
I'm cautious as hell. I'm cautious.
I'm right at the 0.
I think the way I felt in from 2010 to like 2017, 18 for Marvel was probably the highest hype I've had for any movies, because that's when we got Guardians, we got Winter Soldier, we got Civil War, we got all types of shit, and it was all banger film. Recently, Marvel had a little hit in quality, and I don't have no faith in Marvel. I'm just like, I'm questioning things. I'm scared. Right. I'm a little hesitant.
Yeah.
And like I said, the Russos, I believe in the Russos when it comes to a Marvel project. They gave me one of my favorite. It's Black Panther, and it's Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Those are my top 2 Marvel films. Captain America: Winter Soldier. That shit stuck out to me so fucking hard Everything about that movie, it's
so. What if the
it's
test
relevant
screening is
today.
true and this shit's a banger?
That's what I'm like. I want it to be good, but I'm also knowing where we are in the MCU. It's too fucking early for Doomsday. It's too early for Doom to just get thrown in front of us. And the way they're doing it, I don't like that it's going to be Tony Stark Doom face.
Especially with me having Doctor Doom as my favorite character, dude. This movie has too much going against it, but also too much going for it for me to go either way, man.
Mixed.
I'm just
very mixed.
I'm flatlined. Yeah.
It's more mixed than Aaron Pierre, bro.
Aaron Pierre is barely mixed, bro.
One of the most if you wanted mixed, you could have gone to like Rashida Jones, who looks like the most racially ambiguous people.
She is not mixed. That is a white woman. Rashida Jones is a white woman.
Hey, man.
I don't know, man. There's something there. There's something.
I know
there.
her dad is.
There's not a lot. There's not a lot.
Quincy Jones,
but
it's not enough.
A white woman.
It's mixed like Paris Jackson.
I'm not gonna say much about it that hasn't already been said. Much like AZ, I'll wait till the shit is out and then I'll comment on it. I don't give a fuck about if they release a trailer. I won't give a fuck if they release the reviews. I won't give. I gotta sit down, watch this bullshit with my eyes, and I'll tell you if I
am immune to your propaganda.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, whatever, man. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Where you at, Gerardo?
I don't give a fuck about this movie. I don't fucking care.
You don't care about this news?
Not about Doomsday. I'm excited for Spider-Man. I'm excited for the X-Men shit. I don't give a fuck about
if this shit flops, we're not getting X-Men, bro. They ain't gonna be X-Men, brother.
And they don't deserve it if it flops.
Ooh.
True.
You think
so? Let it die. Reset. New 52. New 52. That shit.
Yeah.
Recast everyone.
Reboot the whole shit.
Oh, that would be cool.
Honestly, I'm right there because
I think that'd be way more interesting.
Now that they have reboot it.
Exactly, they have all the rights. They can do
no. They still need to get Spider-Man. They still need to get Spider-Man from bitch ass Sony because these niggas stupid as hell.
Never will. Spider-Man.
They will. Trust me. Disney, mega corporation Disney. Y'all need to understand capitalism.
Sony makes like $8 billion off of those, bro. They're not off the merchandising, off the movie.
We're gonna take that shit,
go, bro.
Me personally, I will go to Mr. Sony himself. Sell the fucking rights, nigga. Let that shit go, nigga. Before I fuck you up, you know.
You love Matt's pro monopoly. You heard it here first, folks.
No, I'm not. I'm pro good film because Sony don't know what the fuck they're doing. Go watch Craven.
You know what I am?
Go watch Craven right now, please. Go watch Venom 3. Please.
I won't do that to myself.
And what we're telling you things to watch, you want to.
Izzy trying so hard to get
Oh, sorry, Izzy.
Thank you so much for watching this amazing. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Speaking of things to watch, we thank you so very much for watching, listening on audio platforms, giving us a 5-star review. We very much appreciate all the love and support because we're on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora. If that piece of shit is still around, we're there. You can find us. Also, be sure to follow if you like what we do here and you want more backstage news and a good old amount of a delightful experience, more in-depth dive. Follow our homies over at Backstage XP, the Backstage Experience. Currently, our co-host David is at CinemaCon, doing a lot of interviews, schmoozing and all of that, talking to the press, talking to actors, getting the behind the scenes and all the nitty gritty. So if you want a more in-depth look at what we do here with competence and with funding, then definitely give them a look. They're amazing, and we are very proud of what they're doing over there. That would be sick as hell, actually. And what would also be sick as hell is if you follow me at Tari Singo. Listen. I finally have a job that pays me enough money to where I can hopefully hire an editor. So because of that, I will be able to
we need an editor too.
Videos. Holy fucking shit. I finally can make videos again. I'm currently working on multiple ones. I'm working on one about Akira. I'm working on one on Dinosaurus, and I'm working on one currently that I'm hopefully going to drop at the end of the month.
Tell them to edit season 2
about Devil May Cry and how the fandom of Devil May Cry probably one of the most insufferable things I've ever had to fucking deal with because holy shit, it's starting to piss me off. But that video will come of hopefully by the end of this month. I also stream it on twitch.tv/Tarasingo. Probably not going to be streaming until I get better internet with all this good job money that I have. But when that happens, you'll see me play games.
I feel you. My shit glitchy.
Mostly, you can find me at twitch.tv/SinestroCore or on youtube.com/SinestroCore, where we will be streaming, where we stream things like Rematch and Rivals, Warhammer, games that we have a lot of games we play, honestly. We do a lot. And if you want to know about that lot we're doing, go ahead and follow us at Cinestro Corp on all platforms. That is no S. I don't talk about the S. She doesn't want to talk to us. That horrible bitch. We're on the outs right now. We're fighting for custody. It's a heated battle. I don't want to get into the whole thing. It's a whole thing. But, one day we'll get it back. But until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Share us with your friends, enemies, and help continue to make us the #1 source for all your movie entertainment news and shenanigans of the sort. Matt, what's our subscriber count? Out of curiosity,
we actually lost 2 subscribers. We went from like 158 to 156. I don't know what happened. Somebody not fucking with the vibes. We gotta get people back on board. So please share this with your friends. Share this with 3 people. Tell them if we get to 200, AZ will shave his head.
The fuck I will.
Matt will show 200 on stream.
We get to 200.
My hair too fucking much.
We get to 200. No. I'm showing whole on stream.
Yeah.
No, if we
lost.
The crazy thing is, didn't even say it was his.
If we get to 200 if we get to 200 before summertime, before Brand New Day and Odyssey, I will personally mail you a t-shirt and a signed jersey from all of us.
I will send you a used Velo.
Yeah, we switch our brand from Zin to Velo.
Oh, you're on Zin.
I will send you guys. We will send whoever sends us that they've sent the most people to subscribe to our channel. You will get some kind of prize, some kind of reward. I promise. I mean that shit. You. Because we've been trying. I'll kiss you on the forehead right now. Because we want to grow this channel. We want to grow this channel as much as possible. We're trying to be up there with the big dogs because we feel like we're bringing real takes to y'all, real shit to y'all. These other folks, they get paid off and they're like, oh my god, oh look at me, I'm Matt Ramos. I love Marvel. You don't fucking know. He don't know fucking Marvel.
I love grabbing this teenager's thigh.
You know they're gonna pay us.
Suspect.
You know they're gonna pay us to give good reviews too, right?
No, the contract gonna say we're gonna give real reviews. I don't care about no good reviews. We're gonna give you real, truthful reviews. Honest review. No amount of check. Now, if somebody slide me $1 billion, I might start shilling real hard.
What if they're like, okay, we'll give all of you guys $30K. Say something nice about this bullshit movie.
I'll be like,
I'll be like, damn, the Electric
Knives
State
Out 2 was so good.
Electric State, greatest movie of all time? Question mark.
Electric State, Electric Boogaloo is really
Boogaloo.
Millie Bobby Brown, Oscar-worthy performance.
Who? Millie Bobby Brown, yeah. One of the greatest actresses of her generation. We're gonna be on some bullshit.
But until then, and subscribe to us. But until then, we love y'all. Like I said, share this. We get to 200. If you email us at our email at sinestrocorp@gmail.com, you got like 50 people to subscribe. I will send you a fucking shirt. I promise. Until then, we love y'all. See you next time, and we'll see you at the movies.
We're the kings of the screen, yeah. Cinestro Core, we're the dream, yeah. New episode Saturday afternoon. Comic book crew, more good it takes what we do. Cinestro Core, we're the